I want to tell you something. When I was growing up, I used to see commercials. Don't smoke, smoking's bad, smoking will kill you. There's a father washing the car with his kid, and he's playing ball with the kid and working around the house. The kid does whatever the father does. Then the father takes a break to smoke a cigarette, and the kid says, I'd like to do that too. And he looks in the package, and it says, like, father like son, they played Dave Brubeck. What's his name? Take Five. And when I was with David Jack, my partner in the Catskills, we would rehearse, do our shows together. We'd say, take five, and he'd go, and then we walked down the hill. They had these different bungalows in the Catskills, and we were performing there. And when they had different crazy names, one was called the Lido. So every time he walks by, he starts singing Lido like Buzz Gags. Anyway, so I saw commercials. Don't smoke. I figured, all right, I won't smoke. I saw the commercials. They said, don't drink. I didn't drink. Don't do drugs. They had some guy selling drugs, commercial on TV, selling drugs. Hey, kid, why do you think they call it dope? It was a great commercial. Because the little boy was saying, hey, that's amphetamines, that's LSD, and that's this, and that's this. And the drug addicts. The pusher says, why do you think they call it dope, kid? Something like that. So I saw these commercials growing up. Don't smoke, don't drink, don't do drugs. I said, I'm not going to do it. I'm like Homer with the billboard. These billboards. Go get soda. Okay, I'll listen to you, billboard. That's me. I see commercials on TV, so I didn't do it. I didn't smoke. I don't drink. I don't do drugs. I don't do nothing like that. Because it says it's bad for you. I don't do it. Millions of people do it all day. I can't figure it out. I have one kid that loves pot, can't get enough of pot, has to door pot, sleep with pot, eat with pot. I got to get pot. So all he talks about is pot. He has to go to Kush. He has to go to head shops. He has to go to hippie shops. He has to get hippie magazines, high time. Pot should be illegal. He's having protests. He may think it's 1968 with my kid now. Has he ever smoked pot? I have no idea. This is what I hear in the house. I hear conversations. Do I really know? I don't know. It's only I got to get pot. I love pot. The only pot I ever knew about, my mother made some chicken soup. She put in a pot. That's the only pot I ever knew about. I got another kid that loves to drink. Drink. I have to get a drink. I have to go to the store, the liquor store. I got to get drink. You may think Andy gave birth to a Gentile. All they want to do is drink. I got to have a drink. And then he has a friend who chews tobacco like a cowboy. He has a friend with all this tobacco here. He's like Yosemite Sam. Hey, good looking. He walks around like a cowboy, spit on the floor. You may think he's a sawdust joint in Las Vegas in 1932 with a spit with a cowboy. I'm going to get him a cowboy hat and a holster to walk around like Yosemite Sam. He loves chewing tobacco. I don't get it. I don't smoke. I don't drink. I don't chew tobacco, drugs. Nothing like that because it's bad for you. And I like living. It's fun. And I should be around for the next 150 years. I'll give myself more years. 175 years. How's that? That's how, because I love it. It's a lot of fun. Now, I read this article in the paper here. I don't know if you can see it. Scooting off to school. You see this thing? The Canadians are always telling me the wintertime. Oh, we love the wintertime. We love to go ice skating and ski. All the Canadians go ice skating and skiing, ice skating and skiing. They can't not got enough of ice skating and skiing. But they don't ice skate on the ice, on an ice rink like in New York by Rockefeller Center. They ice skate on the ice on the lake. They can't wait for the lake to get frozen. They're skating up and down the lake, up and down. They can't get off a skate. I said, are you out of your mind? You're skating on a lake? Every 2 minutes I read in the paper, this one fell through the lake, this one fell through the lake, this lake. Well, but they said to me, the Canadians, well, you got to know where to skate. We know where to skate. You don't skate where it's thin ice. Is this the craziest thing you ever heard? But they do it. They love that. They don't even think twice. I'm afraid when I'm walking down my steps and there's ice on the steps, I put salt down. I want the ice to melt. They're looking for lakes and oceans and rivers to skate. Oh, it's frozen. Let's jump in the lake. It's all frozen. They can't wait to skate. I'm talking to one business partner. Not only do we skate, we take the skidoo. Some motor boat, whatever, not a boat. It's whatever the hell. It's a machine on the ice, and we go up and down. We go 3 miles on the lake. 3 miles on a frozen lake. They drive from one end to the other end. They can't get enough. I said, oh, you're on the water. You're on frozen. No, it's not. It's frozen. It's way down frozen. Nothing's going to happen. And then they cut a hole in the ice to put a fire. They have a campfire on the ice, on the lake. It's on a lake. These are the Canadians. I think they're all out of their mind. That's what because common sense tells you it's a lake. And you walk on the lake and you fall through. They don't say, no, it's not. It's frozen. That's it. So then I read this article here. They're taking kids to school on this machine on the ice, on the lake. They're not like going in a ferry, like in the summertime. There's a ferry here that goes to Center Island. It's like a carnival. And it's a boat, and you go in the boat, and it's a ferry, like the Staten Island ferry. It's an old joke. I'll remind me of that joke. I'll tell you the next blog I do. And it takes you on this is taking this boat on the frozen ice. Kids to school on the frozen ice to get from one end to the other because there's so much traffic. The kids got to get to school on time and then taking them on the ice. And it says here, oh, we love it when the conditions are poor. This is the only way to go. Taking the kids on there. Oh, it's a lot of fun, and it gets bumpier, and it's funnier. And it says, during freeze-up and break-up, they run almost constantly back and forth on the ice. And if it gets a little water, so it's a boat, it floats on the water. We want to tell you, does parents feel uncomfortable, however, sending children over the ice to school? People are losing their lives out here. People would try to walk across the ice, and it was unsafe. It says people would try to walk across the ice, and they'd lose their lives, and it was unsafe. So instead, let's put our kids there. Let's put our kids in this fakakta boat machine, whatever the hell it is, that'll go in the ice, and if it gets water, it'll overflow. What the hell? I'm afraid to walk down my sidewalk when it's ice, let alone walk on a lake when it's ice. And this is here, look, the kids smile, they're all smiling. Oh, look at this, we're schmucks on the ice. You want to go to DavidBronsteinTV.com. Is it me, or is it the rest of the world? It's the rest of the world. As Andrea says, there's everybody else, then there's me. I wish everybody was like me. This is the Twilight Zone episodes with Shelley Berman, this other blog I'll do about, where he says, wish everyone was like him, and he couldn't stand himself. I love myself. Go to DavidBronsteinTV.com. Tell me if you love me too. DavidBronstein.com, DavidBronsteinTV.com, and tell me, would you go on the ice? Would you run all on the ice on the ice rink? Not ice rink, on the actual lake, because I think you're insane. Go to DavidBronsteinTV.com, and would you click on some fakakta ads and buy something? I gotta make some money here. My wife wants to go to Hawaii. Click on some of the ads and whatever bullshit you see on my site. You think I know what the hell's going on. DavidBronsteinTV.com. Goodbye.